Tonight feels different. You don't know why. You can't explain it. But something inside you feels awake. Not your body. Not your mind. Your spirit. It's like a whisper in the dark. Soft, but undeniable. Stay awake. I'm coming. You try to ignore it. You scroll. You watch. You distract yourself. But the feeling doesn't leave. Because deep down, you already know. Jesus is coming soon. And tonight. This is not just a video. This is a moment. A divine interruption. So before you close your eyes, before sleep takes over, I want you to do one thing. Just breathe. Slow. Deep. Gentle. Let the noise fade away. Let the world go silent. Because right now, He wants to speak to you. Yes, you. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Tonight. There was a man once who felt exactly what you're feeling right now. He wasn't perfect. He wasn't holy. He wasn't even searching for God. But one night, he couldn't sleep. Something kept pulling him. A strange urgency. A quiet pressure in his chest. So he turned off the lights, laid down, and whispered, "God, if you're real, speak to me." And then, silence. But not empty silence. Heavy silence. The kind that feels alive. Minutes passed. Maybe hours. And then, a voice. Not loud. Not frightening. But clear. So clear, it shook his soul. "I am coming soon." He sat up instantly. Heart racing. Breath gone. Who is this?" And the voice answered again. "Do not be afraid." That night, his life changed forever. Because when Jesus speaks, everything changes. And tonight, that same presence is here. Right now. Not in a church. Not in a building. But in this moment. In this quiet. In your room. You might feel it already. A warmth. A stillness. A pull. That's not random. That's not your imagination. That's Him. Jesus is closer than you think. Closer than your breath. Closer than your thoughts. And He's been watching you. Not to judge you. Not to condemn you. But to call you. Because time is running out. The world is getting louder. Darker. Colder. But in the middle of all that chaos, there is a promise. I am coming soon. Not as a story. Not as a myth. But as reality. And the question is, are you ready? Tonight is not about fear. It's about awakening. Because many will sleep. But only a few will hear His voice. So stay here. Don't leave. Let this prayer wrap around your soul. Let it carry you into a place where heaven feels close. Close your eyes now. Let your body rest. Let your mind slow down. And whisper this with me. Jesus, I'm listening. Pause. Feel that. That stillness. That peace. That's not from this world. That's Him. Jesus. We come before you tonight. Not perfect. Not worthy. But open. We lay down our fears. Our doubts. Our sins. Everything. Because we know. You see it all anyway. And still. You love us. Still. You call us. Still. You wait. Lord, if you are coming soon, prepare our hearts. Remove the distractions. Break the chains. Silence the noise. So we can hear you clearly. Because so many voices are screaming. But only your voice brings life. Jesus, speak to us tonight. In our dreams. In our silence. In our spirit. Let your presence fill this room. Let your peace cover us like a blanket. And let your truth echo in our soul. I am coming soon. Not to scare us, but to save us. Not to destroy us, but to take us home. Tonight, as we sleep, protect us. Surround us with your angels. Guard our mind. Guard our heart. And if there is anything in us that is not from you, remove it. Gently. Powerfully. Completely. Because we don't want to miss you. We don't want to be asleep when you arrive. We don't want to hear, I never knew you. So tonight, we choose you. Again. Fully. Completely. No turning back. No more delay. Jesus, if you come tonight, let us be ready. Let our hearts be clean. Let our spirit be awake. Let our soul be yours. And if someone listening right now feels far from you, pull them closer. Right now. Touch them. Break their walls. Heal their pain. Remind them. It's not too late. Because your mercy is still here. Your grace is still flowing. But time is short. Very short. So tonight, we surrender. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. And as sleep comes, let your voice remain soft, gentle, constant. I am with you. I love you. I am coming soon. Stay in that feeling. Don't rush. Don't move. Just rest in His presence. Let the silence speak. Let the peace grow. Let the Spirit move. Because even now, He is working. Healing things you don't see. Fixing things you don't understand. Preparing you for what's coming. And when you wake up, you won't be the same. Something will shift. Something will change. Because one encounter with Jesus changes everything. So sleep now. In peace. Sleep now. In His presence. Sleep now. Knowing you are not alone. And remember, this was not just a video. This was a calling. A warning. A promise. Jesus is coming soon. The night grows deeper now. Quieter than before. You can feel it. The world is asleep. But something inside you is still awake. That's not an accident. That's not random. That's the Spirit gently calling your name. Not loudly. Not forcefully. But persistently. Like a soft knock on the door of your soul. And the question is, will you answer? Because not everyone hears this. Many are too busy. Too distracted. Too far gone in the noise of life. But you're here. Still listening. Still breathing in this moment. Still feeling that presence. And that means something. It means He's not done with you. Not even close. There was another moment, long ago, when the world felt just like this. Calm on the outside, but shifting underneath. People were living their lives. laughing, working, planning tomorrow. But they had no idea. Everything was about to change. Because when God moves, He doesn't always announce it loudly. Sometimes, He whispers first. And only those who are still hear Him. Tonight, you are in that stillness, right on the edge of something eternal. And Jesus is closer than ever. Closer than your fears. Closer than your past. Closer than your mistakes. You might be thinking right now, am I really ready? And maybe the honest answer is no. Maybe there are things in your life you wish you could change. Things you regret. Things you hide. Things you don't even want to think about. But listen carefully. Jesus already knows every secret, every failure, every broken piece. And still, He's calling you. Not because you're perfect, but because you're His. And tonight, He's not asking for perfection. He's asking for surrender. So don't run. Don't scroll away. Don't ignore this moment. Because this moment was meant for you. Right here. Right now. Take a slow breath again. Feel your chest rise and fall. Let your body sink deeper into rest. And as you do, imagine this. You're standing in a quiet place. No noise. No chaos. Just peace. And in the distance, you see a light. Soft at first, but growing brighter, warmer, stronger. And as you look closer, you realize that light is not just light. It's Him. Jesus. Not far away. Not unreachable. But walking toward you. Step by step. Slowly. Gently. And with every step, the fear inside you starts to fade. The anxiety starts to loosen. The weight you've been carrying begins to lift. Because His presence changes everything. He's not rushing you. He's not forcing you. He's simply coming closer. Waiting for you to notice. Waiting for you to respond. And now, He's standing right in front of you. Not judging. Not angry. But full of love. A love so deep, you can't even explain it. And He looks at you. Not at your mistakes. Not at your past. But at your heart. And He says, I've been waiting for you. Pause there. Let those words sink in. I've been waiting for you. Not because you found Him, but because He never left you. Even in your darkest moments, He was there. Even when you felt alone, He was watching. Even when you walked away, He stayed. That's who He is. That's how much He loves you. And tonight, He's giving you a chance. A moment to come back. A moment to return. A moment to say, Jesus, I choose you. So whisper it now. Softly. From your heart. Jesus, I choose you. Again. Jesus, I choose you. Feel that? That shift. That warmth. That peace. That's not imagination. That's His presence. Jesus, we are here tonight. Not by accident, but by purpose. You called us. And we answered. Not perfectly, but honestly. Lord, search our hearts. See everything inside us. The good, the broken, the hidden, and still accept us, cleanse us, wash us, make us new, because we don't want to stay the same. We don't want to live asleep while eternity is so close. Jesus, wake us up, spiritually, deeply, completely. Let our eyes open, not just physically, but spiritually, so we can see the truth, so we can recognize the time we're living in, so we don't miss what you're about to do, because you said you are coming soon, and we believe you, even if the world laughs, even if people doubt, even if it sounds impossible. We believe, because your word never fails. So tonight, prepare us, align our hearts with yours, remove anything that pulls us away from you, any distraction, any addiction, any fear, any attachment that keeps us from fully surrendering. Take it away. Replace it with your peace, your love, your truth. And as we begin to drift into sleep, stay with us. Speak to us through dreams, through silence, through that gentle voice that only the soul can hear. Remind us again and again, I am coming soon, not to bring fear, but to bring hope, not to end us, but to fulfill us, because this world is not our home. We are just passing through. And soon, very soon, we will see you face to face. So tonight, we rest in that promise. We sleep in that truth. We trust in your timing. And we hold on to your words. Stay here a little longer. Don't rush this moment. Let the silence deepen. Let your mind drift. But keep your spirit open. Because even now, something is happening. Something quiet, but powerful. Chains are breaking. Hearts are healing. Souls are awakening. And you are part of it. So rest now. Deeper, softer, peacefully. And remember, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. Because Jesus is coming soon. Now, the night is at its deepest point. The hour where everything feels suspended. No noise. No movement. Just stillness. And in this stillness, something sacred is happening. Your body is resting. But your spirit is listening more clearly than ever before. This is the moment most people miss. Because they're asleep. Not just physically, but spiritually. But you're still here. Still connected. Still aware. And right now, He is closer than ever. Closer than your thoughts. Closer than your breath. Closer than the silence around you. Jesus is here. Not as an idea. Not as a story. But as a living presence. And if you listen closely, you can almost hear it again. That gentle voice, whispering through the quiet. I am coming soon. Not rushed. Not delayed. Perfectly timed. Divine. And as those words echo, something begins to shift inside you. A realization. A deep knowing. This world is temporary. Everything you see, everything you chase, everything you worry about, it's all passing away. But Him is eternal. His kingdom is eternal. His promise is eternal. And tonight, He is reminding you not to hold on too tightly to things that won't last, because something greater is coming, something holy, something beyond anything you've ever imagined. But before that day comes, there is a preparation, a quiet transformation, a turning of the heart. And it starts here, in this moment. Not in a crowd, not in a church, but in the stillness of your night, between you and Him. So take another slow breath. Feel the calm. Feel the safety. Feel the presence. You are not alone. You were never alone. Even when it felt like it, He was there, watching, waiting, protecting, guiding, even in ways you didn't understand. And now, He's drawing you closer. Not with fear, but with love. Because perfect love casts out fear. So if there's anything inside you right now, fear of the future, fear of judgment, fear of not being ready, release it. Let it go. You don't need to carry it anymore. Jesus didn't come to push you away. He came to bring you home. And tonight, He's opening that door. Gently, patiently. All you have to do is step in. So in your heart, whisper this again. Jesus, I'm yours. Say it slowly. Jesus, I'm yours. Let those words settle. Let them take root. Because something powerful happens when you surrender. Walls fall. Chains break. Darkness loses its grip. And light begins to fill every part of you. Jesus, we come before you again. In this quiet hour. With open hearts. We don't hide. We don't pretend. We come as we are. And we ask you, take over. Take control of our thoughts, our desires, our choices, our future. Let us where you want us to go. Not where we feel comfortable, but where we are called. Because we don't want to live a life that misses you. We don't want to be distracted when eternity is so near. Wake us up, Lord. Shake anything in us that needs to be shaken. Remove anything in us that doesn't belong. And fill us with your Spirit. Let your presence become so real to us that we can't ignore it. Even when we wake up. Even when the day begins. Even when the noise returns. Let something inside us remain different. Marked. Changed. Awakened. Because tonight is not just another night. It's a turning point. A moment that divides the old you from the new you. And from this moment forward, you won't see things the same. You won't feel the same. Because when Jesus touches your soul, nothing stays unchanged. And now, as sleep begins to pull you deeper, don't resist it. Let go. But don't disconnect. Let your body sleep. But let your spirit stay open. Because God can speak. Even in dreams. He can reveal things you've never seen before. He can heal wounds you didn't know were still there. He can restore what you thought was lost forever. So trust Him. Trust this moment. Trust what you're feeling right now. Even if you don't fully understand it. Because faith is not about understanding everything. It's about trusting the one who does. And he is faithful. Always. So as you drift further, deeper into rest, hear this one more time. Let it echo. Let it stay with you. I am coming soon. Hold on to that. Not in fear, but in hope. Because for those who believe, those words are not a warning. They are a promise. A promise of peace. A promise of reunion. A promise of forever. And you are invited. You are chosen. You are loved. More than you know. More than you feel. More than you can even imagine. So rest now. Fully. Deeply. Peacefully. Let His presence cover you. Like a blanket of light. Let His peace guard your heart. Let His love surround your soul. And as the night continues, remember this. You didn't find this moment by accident. You were called. Gently. Quietly. But intentionally. And you answered. So sleep now. In that truth. Sleep now. In that peace. Sleep now. In His presence. Because Jesus is coming soon.